This is the story of Russell McGuire. Russell's grave was a bit of a mystery to me because he is the only McGuire buried here in Parsons Cemetery. Russell was born on June 1st, 1894 in Ozark County, Missouri. It was also June 1st when I picked his name from my list and began researching him, so that gave me some goosebumps. He was the sixth of 9 children born to Thomas and Sarah, or Jenny Reary McGuire. Russell's father was born in Indiana and his mom was born in Pennsylvania. At the time of his birth, his father was 42 years old and his mother was 30. They lived in Mississippi for several years, then moved to Charleston, Missouri. In 1886, Russell's dad left for Chase County, Nebraska to start a homestead, and his family moved there with him the next spring. Sadly, Russell's life was very short. He passed away on September 1st, 1896, at only 2 years old. Russell was buried in Parsons Cemetery in Ozark County, Missouri. I'm guessing they shipped his body back to Ozark County for burial, or he was in Ozark County when he passed away, since his mother, Jenny, often came back to visit her parents. 4 years later, in 1900, Russell's family were still living in Chase County. His father was working as a dragman. Since Nebraska has extensive irrigation networks, this probably meant he was a worker who operated a drag line, which was a piece of heavy machinery that was used to dredge rivers or clean irrigation ditches. Fast forward 9 years, and they had moved to Imperial, Nebraska, and Thomas and Jenny had purchased a hotel. Some papers called the hotel the Imperial Hotel, while others called it the McGuire Hotel. Thomas managed it while Jenny was the cook. The paper reported on the McGuires often because of their hotel. Thomas eventually purchased more lots around the hotel to add on to it. The paper also reported that during this time, Jenny was still making return trips back to Ozark County to visit her parents, especially when her dad's health took a downturn. Both of Jenny's parents would eventually be buried near Russell in Parsons Cemetery. Thomas and Jenny didn't run the hotel very long. Only 2 years later, in 1911, the paper reported Thomas was moving and he had purchased a house in Denver, Colorado. They moved to Colorado for 2 years and then returned back to Chase County, where they started farming. In 1920, a paper reported Thomas was on his way home from a show in his horse and buggy when he was struck head-on by an automobile. The paper reported he was knocked unconscious and was left laying in the road during the rainstorm, but he did eventually recover. Thomas passed away in 1929 at the age of 77, and he is buried in Mount Hope Cemetery in Chase County, Nebraska. After his passing, Jenny returned to Denver, Colorado to live with her son, Clyde. Jenny passed away in 1952 at the age of 88, and she is buried in Crown Hill Cemetery in Jefferson County, Colorado. Russell's headstone has a hand pointing up carved at the top, symbolizing the deceased finding their heavenly reward. Russell's last name is spelled wrong on his stone, with the R and the E swapped. A rare thing happened in my family tree research. I'm not related to Russell or his family, and neither is my husband. I have permission to clean any headstones in the cemetery, so this didn't matter. Thank you so much for watching and keeping these stories alive. Rest in peace, Russell.